Yeah, we're going to put hair canvas for the hem, but don't. We're not doing this one. It's just for if you're using fusible interfacing, you're doing this way. But we're going to use hair canvas. It's what we're going to do to the jacket hem is it's similar to what we did to the sleeve hem. So you will cut your hair canvas on bias grain, and then the length of the hair canvas, the vertical length of the hair canvas, you add 1.5 inches to your hem. So let's say your hem allowance was 1 inch, then you cut it 2.5 inches. Okay, so same thing as your sleeve. So you will add 1.5 inches to your hem amount. The width of the hair canvas to cover enough to cover for the front, enough to cover from side to the front. Okay, so you have enough to cover from the side to the front without the side seam allowance. So when you put your hair canvas, it's not going to go into the seam allowance at the side. You can overlap a little bit to the front hair canvas like this. Okay. For the back, okay. So for the back, if you have a center back vent, so I explained how to do center back vent last time. So you have a center back vent like this. Then you will cut your hair canvas from side to the center back vent without the seam allowance. Okay, so like that. And then another thing for from side to the center back. And I explained last time, if you have a back vent, you will need to cut another rectangle to reinforce the vent area. Okay?
On the bias.
Yeah, on bias. Okay. If you don't have back vent, if your center back is just closed, then you can cut your hair canvas enough to cover from one side to the other side, so it's from side to side. Or if you think that's too long, then you can cut side to the center back vent, not vent, but side to the center back, and then cut another strip from another side to another center back. Okay. And same thing as your sleeve, you're going to do a catch stitch, but if you if that's the folding line is the hem, then you're gonna put your hair canvas by overlapping 1/2 inch into the seam allowance. The same thing as sleeve. So that's the hem location. You will move it down so it can go into the seam allowance by 1/2 inch. And then you're gonna catch stitch all edges. Okay, catch stitch. So just be careful on the side seam. Don't make it go into the seam allowance. Okay, but shouldn't be into the seam allowance. Okay, so that's the.
Should the hair canvas be like 1/8 of an inch away from the seam allowance?
Yeah, make it about 1/8 of an inch away from the side seam, but you can overlap it to the front hair canvas like that.
Okay.
So you do the catch stitch. I'm not gonna do a demo again. And then you press your. Let's pin this down too. Yeah.
So you place the hair canvas above the hem.
Yeah, hem, but like you overlap it, but you go into by ½ inch.
Just. Anna, no iPad.
My charge is dead. When you attached your facing to the jacket last time, at the hem area, just make sure that your facing doesn't roll out like this. Just press it so it doesn't show from outside. Okay. And then you're just gonna do whip stitch to the hair canvas only, not through the fashion fabric outside, but okay. Okay, so the hem can stay folded. You need to use same color thread as your fashion fabric.
Should we press it at this point?
Yeah, you should press your hem and then
And
pin
then-
it and then do the stitching.
Do we do the same thing to the sleeve?
Yeah, do the same thing to the sleeve. I mean, even before you put your hair canvas, you should press it so you can see the folding line. So before you do the hair canvas, press it, put hair canvas, do the catch stitch, and fold one more time, press one more time with the hair canvas this time, and then
slip
yeah,
stitch.
whip stitch. Okay, next step is lining. What's